The like most valuable commodity in existence is attention, right? So we need to make sure that every second that we have a viewer's eyes on our video, we are giving them straight value. This is something that is going to entertain them or educate them. It's not just nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. It's not just filler space, but it is value. Okay. It's meat. That's why I say trim the fat, just give them the meat.
Welcome to Brands Meet Creators, the channel where we help content creators grow and succeed and connect with brands. On our channel, you will find interviews with top creators and TikTok Shop affiliates, and you will learn tips and tutorials on how to grow and succeed as a content creator. Whether you're a new creator or you've been doing this a long time and you just want to learn more, I'm excited to have you here, so let's dive into today's video.
All right. Well, welcome. This is our time to talk about everything TikTok Shop videos. We're just going to talk about 5 tips that you can actually start implementing right now to make better TikTok Shop content. So, the first thing that I want you guys to implement this week is using the viral hook trifecta in every single video that you create. Okay. We talk about this all the time, but this needs to be something that is implemented in every single video. A lot of people have told me, like, hey, I've tried the trifecta once and it's not really working for me. Well, anything you try once is not going to work for you on TikTok Shop. So, every single video, I want you to make sure that your video has a verbal hook, a visual hook, and a text hook in the first 3 seconds of every single video you put out this week. Okay. And then again, bonus tip, because you guys have seen this before. If you can make each of those things different from one another, that increases curiosity. It opens several curiosity loops, and it's more likely that your audience will stick around. Okay. So here's just a couple examples of content that I have put out that utilizes all 3 of these things so that we can see them in action.
Excuse me. Hi. Overstimulated friends, you need this.
Okay. So that was just my hook for this video. So as you could see, I'm going to start this again.
Excuse me.
Okay. My verbal hook was saying overstimulated friends, you need this, which was not the same as my text on screen hook, which was don't tell my husband where I am. Completely irrelevant, but still sparking curiosity. And then this visual hook is just intriguing because I'm clearly like
Overstimulated friends
coming through a blanket at a weird angle. Okay. Here's another example of all 3 of these in action.
Every freaking morning before a drop of coffee or a drop of food goes into this mouth, you know I'm taking my Kiala.
Okay, this one is more simple. This is something that everyone can implement, but I want you to notice all of the commotion that is happening in the first 0.3 seconds of this video.
Every freaking morning before a drop of coffee.
Lots of movement, lots of noise happening. There's not any silence. And then that text on screen hook is there to just spark some curiosity to get the viewer to stick around. It says, watch me burn my breakfast. So now if you read that, you're like, oh, I'm going to stick around in this video till I see her burn her breakfast, which I actually didn't even do until the very last like 2 seconds of the entire video. So that was kind of a twofer. There was curiosity loop action happening in there as well. But hopefully you guys could see how this trifecta, all 3 of these were in both of these hooks and how I implement them into all of my content. So moving on, number 2, the second thing that we're going to implement into our content this week is we're going to start our videos with a conflict or controversy. Conflict just sells. People love to see the resolution to a conflict. They love to engage in controversy. So this gives people a reason to actually engage with your content, to leave a comment, to share it sometimes. So this is more than just an ad. This is getting people to actually engage with that content. So here's a couple examples of some videos I created that introduce conflict at the very beginning.
All because of Ashwagandha. So apparently Goli messed up. Goli, the supplement brand. I use them every day. Look at, there they are. They just made a huge mistake.
Okay, so this conflict at the beginning was saying that this major brand messed up. They just made a huge mistake. Okay, we'll watch it one more time.
All because of Ashwagandha. So apparently.
Okay, there's a couple things to this hook that are just kind of like bonus little Easter eggs here. I clearly mispronounced ashwagandha. That has been a little bit triggering to some people in the comments as well. So it's similar to like misspelling a word. You're going to get like the grammar police in the comments. Fun fact, like throughout this video, I actually like mispronounced ashwagandha every single time in a different way. So that actually was like a little bit of engagement bait for people. Saying, I can't believe they did this, opened a curiosity loop because I'm saying verbally that goalie made a huge mistake and I can't believe they did this. So people want to stick around to find out what the mistake was. So that's one way to open your video with conflict. And then here's another way.
Stop using eyelash serums. So many people don't know this, but most over-the-counter eyelash serums contain prostaglandins.
Okay, so this is more controversial, right? So now I'm saying like, hey, all of the other products that aren't this one could possibly be ruining your eyes. So here's one that is not going to ruin your eyes. That is, controversy that people actually really care about because they care about what goes on their body and in their body. So those are just a couple examples. Number 3.
If you are a TikTok Shop affiliate and you want to maximize your earnings, we want to send you our free TikTok Shop newsletter. In the newsletter, you will get the latest tips, trending hooks, insider updates, all delivered straight to your inbox, and you can even unlock bonus commission on the hottest trending products. All you have to do is sign up using the link below.
This is the third thing we're going to implement into our content this week. This is a big one, guys. When I review a lot of your content, this is the biggest tip that I have is just we need to leave no opportunity to scroll. Okay. So what does that even mean? Because sometimes we're not really aware in our own content, like what causes others to scroll. The biggest things is any silence, any breaths, any pauses at all, any filler words, those automatically need to just be cut out of your video. I'm not even kidding that if you are saying a sentence and you take a breath in the middle of it, you need to cut the breath out because it gives an opportunity for someone to disengage with your content and then they feel the need to scroll the moment that they disengage. So this week, we're going to cut out any pauses at all. We're going to leave zero silence in our videos. We're going to cut out any breaths, even if they're in the middle of a sentence, in the middle of a word. We're going to like do the tiniest chop in our editing app to get that breath out of there so that the speaking is just going and going, or the sound in whatever capacity. It could be the sound of you moving things, the sound of you crinkling a bag. There's always sound happening. So I want you to remember that you need to have something happening visually and audibly every single second of the video. The second that people are not hearing something and engaging visually, they are going to scroll. So here is one example of a video I recently put out. I'm just going to play this and then I'll explain it.
Oh my gosh, just got to show you guys something.
Okay, so this very first, like, what is this? 0.6, let's see. Okay, yeah. 0.7 seconds right here. This is actually a clip that I just got at the store and I knew that I wanted to use it as part of my hook to tell the viewers where I was. Because when you guys see that cart, you automatically know that I'm at Target, but I obviously can't tell you I'm at Target. So I wanted to show the cart, but when I took the clip, there was nothing audibly happening in this clip for it to be able to be usable as a hook. So I added a 0.7 second voiceover of me going, oh my gosh, over this clip. So let's listen one more time so you can see that I actually went and added audio to this clip so that I could use it.
Oh my gosh, just got to show you guys something.
Do you see how just adding that tiny little voiceover in there just kind of like drew you in for that hook? Like, since there wasn't 3 seconds of silence, I just added something in there so that you are hearing something in that first couple seconds. So you can do this I've done this with sound effects, with skincare products. I've like put like squishy sound effects from like CapCut or TikTok, the commercial sounds, of course, into my videos just to add interest because people are like, oh my gosh, that makes that noise. Or like, there's just always something tickling your ears throughout the entire video. There's always something for your eyes to eat as well. So I want you guys to think about, what is your audience getting out of your content? Like, are they satisfied visually? Are they satisfied audibly? So let's leave no opportunity to scroll. The next thing, number 4, is I want you to make sure that you're sharing what the product has done for you, not just what the product does in general. Okay. That's not what people need to see. They can always read a product listing for themselves. And a lot of the times it's self-explanatory what the product even does in general. So I want you to make sure that you're talking strictly about how this product has changed your life, how it has altered your skincare routine, how it transformed the way you eat things, the way your skin looks, the way you feel. That's what I want to know as a potential buyer. Okay. This was my very first viral video. A lot of you guys might have seen this. That is why this hook actually went viral. And that's why it actually is still going viral. And you'll know once I play it, but it's because this hook specifically speaks to what a product does for someone as opposed to what it does in general. So here we go.
Did you guys see that video of that mom crying because that viral neck massager thing was relieving like years and years of tension in her neck and shoulders? I just got this thing and I made my...
Okay, so instantly now, you don't even know what this thing looks like. You just know that whatever it is, it helped this mom relieve years of tension and knots to the point where she was in tears. We now know what this product can do for you and me before we even know what the product does in general, right? So this is a good example of why, people take this hook and they use it for so many different products. It's, did you see the viral video where the lady was crying because, and then the desired result? That's because of this right here. You're selling people on what the product does for you, not just the qualities and features about the product. Okay. Number 5, I want you to aim this week for 30 to 40-second videos. Okay. We want to trim the fat, is what I call it. So I know that a lot of creators have longer content, and that's fine. But when we are really trying to get our videos to get some traction and to maybe even have your first viral video ever, we want to make sure that it's nice and snappy and to the point. And here's what happens. So I want you to challenge yourself to cut anything in your video that isn't absolutely critical to the plot. So whatever your hook is, whatever loop you open, whatever conflict you start at the beginning, whatever isn't crucial to resolving that conflict or talking about that conflict or directly related to the product, it needs to go. Okay, let's just keep the absolute necessities. Now, aiming for 30 seconds will help you remove any of that extra stuff that isn't helping. So if you have like additional little opinions or sidebars, or you just like to chit chat a lot in your videos, this is going to help you just get rid of that and keep the bones that are necessary to having success in your video. Okay. And then what having a shorter video goal does as well is it's going to help you value every single second of your video. And I need you guys to know that with every second of your video, you are capturing someone's attention. The most valuable commodity in existence is attention, right? So we need to make sure that every second that we have a viewer's eyes on our video, we are giving them straight value. This is something that is going to entertain them or educate them. It's not just nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. It's not just filler space, but it is value. Okay. It's meat. That's why I say trim the fat, just give them the meat. All right. So if you want to go ahead and jot these down here, this is our checklist this week. Okay. As we are making our content. So every video that you make, before you make it, sit down, look at your 5 things on your checklist and go, okay, I want to use the viral hook trifecta. Check. I want to make sure I start my video with some kind of conflict. So grab your product and think, what conflict or controversy can I create around this product? Then you want to make sure that throughout your editing process, you are leaving no opportunity for scrolling, no pauses, no breaths, no hesitations, no filler words, no silence in the video. If there's a silent bit, feel free to add in a little voice over moment or a little sound effect just to keep the ears engaged as well. Okay. Then we want to make sure we're sharing what the product has done for you, not just about the product. And then lastly, we want to aim for that 30 to 40-second mark. So get rid of the fat. If it is 100% value and it's longer than that, that's fine. Like, you know what you need to do. But this is a good goal to keep it nice and short so that we value every second of the video. Okay. All right, guys, that's all I have for you on this today.